Let's talk about Poppy Playtime Forever. Yeah, the next official entry for Poppy Playtime is a Roblox game, which I'm pretty sure confused everybody, not just me. I think what happened was the Poppy devs over at Mob Games decided, you know what? We like money. We're gonna branch out into Roblox and use this. I think it's called the camping game archetype, where you just load into a lobby and then you go with your friends to something where it's like a little story generator, and then you just follow the rules, follow the things where you usually go and collect some stuff, and there's usually a monster, and then something happens and you die and you have to pay actual money. You have to fork over actual dosh to revive. It's just kind of crazy that Huggy Wuggy himself wanted a piece of that pie, that he wanted to latch onto that. That easy, this idea was already made, so why can't we do it kind of thing. And the craziest part is that it's official too. Poppy Playtime Forever was made by Mob Games. And that is just absolutely wild to me. It kind of funny. A lot funnier than it is kind of scummy. Just nabbing a premise for a game. A company with plenty of money through all its YouTube channels and the video game itself that blew up. And of course, its merch store and even NFTs earlier in its lifespan. The morality of how Mob Games monetizes its IPs is kind of questionable, considering this is mascot horror. So this is like being marketed to children, specifically children and YouTubers that want to make funny YouTube video and also marketed towards children. Poppy Playtime Forever having a pretty nasty pricing monetization practices should not be a surprise to anyone at this point. So let's just get into the meat of this video. That being, I want to talk about Poppy Playtime Forever. If it's good, if it's stupid in a funny way, which, most Poppy Playtime games are, or most mascot horror games are. So Poppy Playtime Forever is, as previously stated, a Roblox game. And I don't think it's supposed to be part of the Poppy Playtime canon. It's just supposed to be a little fun side project that, our boys over at Enchanted Mob and Mob Games can milk money out of, because, we all know how much Poppy devs love money. I don't blame them. I love money too. I just bought my 12th island. It's great. In the premise of the game, you go and explore a Playtime Co. building. This Playtime Co. building being full of awesome things that you can run around and collect, like power cells and tubes and puzzle pieces, which are all very important and very, very, very clever, that you have to go on a little fetch quest, a little scavenger hunt to beat a Roblox camping game. But wait, Huggy Wuggy himself is walking around the facility, and he will chase after you if you step on one of his children. So make sure to step on every single one of them that you can find. Don't worry, if he's locked onto you, just go up a flight of stairs. His inner workings will simply explode because he is not programmed the greatest. For some reason, when a regular object crosses his path, he just kind of floats over it. But this tiny little stair railing is way too much for him to handle. I think the only thing that really sets this experience apart from the rest of the Roblox horror slop is definitely the grab pack stuff, which is used a shockingly little amount. Like, it was used at the beginning of the game when you open these doors, and you use it at the end of the game to destroy these TVs with the funny guy's face on it. But aside from that, I feel like this is just another goofy little Roblox horror game that wants you to give the developers money, which I don't mind at all if a developer is asking for money. I think people deserve to get paid for the work they make. But at some point, it crosses into a territory where I begin to ask, is this really made for money? Was this made out of passion? Like, did the people that made this have like some kind of vision or some kind of story to tell that they wanted people to see? Or were they like, this stuff is trendy. If I put this in my game, then children are going to like it. They're going to ask mom for her credit card. And I don't really know how much I agree with that morality kind of thing. Like, I think Poppy Playtime has been kind of flirting with that line, where it's crossing over from passion project to give me money. I feel like it straddles that line. It's not quite Garten of Banban levels where it's just a blatant, hey, I have $5, let's make a game, and hopefully millions of children will line up and buy it. I think the entire purpose of this game, Poppy Playtime Forever, is to just find another avenue that the developers could exploit to get money. Because like realistically, they could have just used anything but Roblox, right? But since Roblox is there, Roblox already has a fan base, you know what I'm saying? And since the idea for the camping games also kind of already exists, and they could just steal from that, it's kind of, I don't know if I like Poppy Playtime Forever. Also, why is it called Poppy Playtime Forever? I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Poppy Playtime Forever, but I do think it was a pretty funny choice to have Huggy Wuggy Pog when he found out that there are people entering his building. Like, I'll play the clip here. That is just a straight up Pog, isn't it? That's a Pog. I'm not seeing things. What is pretty cool and different, though, that I'll have to give credit for is the level maker. I didn't really toy around with it, but I do see the potential with that. I think that's a really fun idea that can be explored really well. The only level I played that was like custom created was this backrooms level with absolutely nothing in it. And that's cool. So at least Poppy Playtime Forever isn't just a complete soulless cash grab, but yeah, I really can't justify its existence besides the developers wanting money. And I don't think that's the greatest sign. I'll definitely be playing more if updates are coming to the actual story parts of the game, or if there's a creative user-generated map that pops off. There really isn't that much more notable about it. It's just a Roblox camping map that got done over with a Poppy Playtime coat of paint. And that's all I can say about Poppy Playtime Forever, so I'm going to use the rest of this video's runtime to talk about stuff. Hi everybody, and welcome to the first real Pake premiere upload. I know this channel has a lot of goofy stuff, a lot of silliness if you will, but I'm planning on actually starting to do some legitimate uploads on here, so please stick around for that. Let's get this channel to 10,000 subscribers. I'm going to try to upload on here weekly since I have a nasty little habit of disappearing without a trace every once in a while from main channel while I work on a big hour-long video or something. Right now it's looking to be no exception because I'm making a video. It's got about 20 pages in the script right now. I'm making a video on the entirety of Poppy Playtime. That means Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, obviously, there's Project Playtime. And I also want to go over the Enchanted Mob and the allegations towards the CEO of Mob Games and, you know, the people around that. It's a bit of a wild ride. It's a bit of a rabbit hole, so please stay tuned for that, and we'll see you on the next Pake premiere upload. We'll see you then. Thank you for being here. Pog.